And then this man who helped orchestrate the Holocaust, what did she say about him in her book? So she said she was just shocked, basically, by the fact that this man was extremely boring, that he did not seem like a villain. She talks about how he was pretty average. He had a pretty average intelligence, it just seemed like a bureaucrat, like a pen pusher. And she's sort of saying, if you walked past this man, or even if he was your friend, you wouldn't think this is an evil man. Instead, she thinks that he is someone who complied, who did not critically examine his actions, who did not think, are these actions actually true? She thinks that he basically just followed orders. He didn't stop and think, and he wasn't. It wasn't just that he wasn't brave enough to rebel, but that it's more that he didn't even try to stop and think whether he should comply. So Hannah Arendt does think that Eichmann, to put it in the terms of this question, she does think that he was complicit in the crimes, but in some ways, you could argue that she thinks his own individual responsibility perhaps is a little bit lower, and it's more his society that has the responsibility a bit more, because for Hannah Arendt, he wasn't thinking. He wasn't necessarily even doing this deliberately, and that's what scared her so much, is that people can comply so easily and therefore end up doing horrendous things without even meaning to do them. She thought bureaucracy contributed to this, okay? So the fact that in the modern world, we often have responsibility for a very, very small thing. So she thinks that it's, how on earth could something like what happened at concentration camps happen? She thinks partly it's because someone's job was simply take these people off a train. That's it. That's all you have to do. And it's easier to do that than to take someone off a train, put them in a box, introduce gas into the box. That's a lot harder. Whereas if you're just doing one very small task within a big bureaucracy, then Arendt thinks that is one reason why horrendous things can happen. Likewise, all I do is I buy a laptop. I don't have to go and find a battery and then go and find the cobalt from a cobalt mine in a battery. Likewise, neither even does a company necessarily. Companies ask other companies to just get me some cobalt and then just add the cobalt here and then just do that. So she thinks that's part of how compliance can lead to horrendous things.